That's on the list of things I hate about school.
Yeah.
Is that is that whole like failure concept, because you look at, I don't know, Steve Jobs, Elon Musk, anybody that's like made a change in the world, they failed a lot.
Yeah.
Like it's incredible too, because like, you know, in baseball, if you bat a 300, that means you're awesome. That means you're missing 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like one of the things you said, fail fast, which I love that, because that's what we had on our onboarding docs, is when somebody comes into our agency, we say, we want you to be the doctor of insurance, but you're not right now. You know, so like, how do you get there? You fail fast. Get to 80 quotes, 100 quotes, and then you'll be the doctor of insurance.
Yeah.
You know, use our script and fail fast. Like, get there.
Yeah.
You know, like,
you don't get good by not doing anything, right? Like even like the very first time I taught this exam, you know, I was relying very heavily on the book, and it was a glorified, and this is, unfortunately, this is how most instructors in the industry are. They just read the textbook and add some stories about sales that they personally had, right? So I had to, but that's where I had to start, right? So I relied on the book very heavily. I read it, and then I provided some examples, and then, but it took me a while to get better and better. The way that I teach today is worlds, you know, universes apart from how I taught on day one, but I wouldn't be here if I didn't start here. You have to begin as a beginner in order to be great. And though that's that's a big thing that I like to teach people, is not just how to pass this exam, but how to do what I need to do, learn what I need to learn, grow where I need to grow, and know that it's part of the process and that there's nothing wrong with me. That you know, it's just part of, in order to be great, I have to begin as a beginner. And that's huge.
Yeah. And painful.
It is.
Like,
yeah.
Nobody wants that part, right? They want the finish line, and where all the growth happens is that journey.
Yeah.
And you know what, to Jason's point, you do 50 quotes or 80 quotes. If it takes you 2 years to do the 80 quotes, you have the same experience as if you did it in 2 weeks, right? Like it's the same stuff. But how much faster is it, right?
Yeah. And it's ultimately a person's ability to the capacity to hold the emotions of rejection, right? So like if we hear a rejection, like again, people see the word fail, I'm now a failure. They rejected an insurance policy sale, now I'm a reject, right? Like we've got to have better emotional capacity to handle stuff like that. And the faster we can move through that stuff, the quicker we can, you know, make good money in insurance. You know, like Melissa D. Hall, you know, she's really amazing. She's in the Medicare space. And she says, this is not a get rich quick, but it's a get rich for sure if you keep going, right? If you keep plugging in, you keep going, you can get rich for sure. But a lot of people give up because they don't have the emotional capacity to say, I know nothing and I need to learn. I'm going to have rejection. It's going to be okay. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep persevering. I'm going to figure this out. And I embed that in my teaching. And that's a huge piece. I mean, I have a playlist on YouTube dedicated just to mindset, just to healing our emotions where we feel rejected or like a failure. Like that's, if we don't honor the whole person in front of us and recognize that they have, you know, wounds like that they have a history of that, that's what makes passing the exam a lot harder. And so I like to bridge that gap and see the whole person in front of me, see that, you know, and I get it. Like school was literally the place where we got so many wounds for bullying and our belief system and our emotional capacity. And so I really want to heal that and allow people to tap into their own personal power and use that to then pass the exam and excel in insurance.